ahead of July 30th, set aside to mark World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, the Blue North Initiative for the Prevention of Human Trafficking, in collaboration with BNI partner, Global Vision Trust Fund, Diamond Humanitarian Support Development Initiative, Network Against Corruption and Trafficking, Mothers and Marginalized Advocate Center, Women Trafficking and Child Labor Eradication Foundation, Adorable Foundation International, the Serena Project, and National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons had organized a campaign program to raise awareness and drive a nationwide action against human trafficking and child exploitation at Kabusa, a district of Abuja Municipal Area Council, FCT Abuja, with a team integrated health, protection, anti-human trafficking, and gender-based violence intervention. Speaking on the significance of the awareness campaign, the country director of the Blue North Initiative for the Prevention of Human Trafficking, Mona West, and other representatives of the collaborated agencies have this to say.
What we're doing here today, we're collaborating with other organizations like NAPTIP, who is the head in charge, as you all know, the federal government body that handles human trafficking in Nigeria. We're also in collaboration with other NGOs who also work around human trafficking and child trafficking in particular. So this July commemorates the Human Trafficking World Day celebration against trafficking in persons. So we decided to come to this community, the Kabusa community, because we found out after much interrogation that child trafficking is rampant in this community. So we came here to create awareness on what child trafficking is and how to prevent it. Because one of the ways to stop human trafficking is to prevent it through education, just like what we're doing now. If we're able to prevent human trafficking, we would have stopped it by 90%. It's easier to prevent it. And we did not just come here to create awareness. We also came here with side perks like health care. We brought in doctors from some hospitals that are going to be testing their eyes and giving them different eyeglasses for various specimens of eye problems. And also we came here, the hospital will be testing them too, so that they can give them drugs to treat various ailments. We at Blue North Initiative for the Prevention of Human Trafficking, we have an MOU signed with NAPTIP. So we work hand in hand with NAPTIP. If there are any cases, it could be reported to us, and then we work side along with NAPTIP, and they take care of it. Absolutely. Since the establishment of Blue North Initiative for the Prevention of Human Trafficking, we have created awareness in various schools across Nasarawa State, Niger State, and the FCT. And we're looking forward to reaching out to other states. We've been to different communities. We've given aid to out-of-school children. We've intervened by giving them books and other resources to help them. The obstacles is funding. We needed funding. This job needs funding and grants. That is the only way we can be able to move further. My message to the people of this community is that they should say no to human trafficking. If they see something, they should say something. As we are creating awareness to them, we are telling them how to identify people who are trafficked. So they should report it. They shouldn't keep quiet.
So we are a survival-led non-governmental NGO. We work with women and marginalized community. We seek for the rights, the health rights, the socioeconomic and political rights of women and marginalized groups, because we feel that everybody, both young, old, men, female, they all deserve a part of this, our big nation, that nobody should be left, behind. In line with the SDG theme, which is leaving no one behind, we feel that our organization is positioned to, speak and advocate for the rights of marginalized groups, because we need them to be part of what the government is doing. We are in Kabusa for this medical outreach and sensitization on trafficking in persons. So Kabusa is one vulnerable community with a lot of there's a lot of marginalization going on. If you look at the right of Kabusa, you will see where they call estates. That estate is where the rich live. So this divide where we are is a community, of not so rich, people. So the gist is that people from the estate normally take people from here, children from here, to do domestic work for them, and with promises to the parents that, oh, they are going to, give them a lot of money, take care of their other children. But the reality on ground is that when they go to those places to work, they use them and they don't even train them in school. The parents also don't get all those promises. So why keep frustrating the life of the entire family when you know that there's really nothing good that is going to come from, that side? So the last time we were here, we talked on this. So this time around, we are here to strengthen, that message that we dropped the last time, that there is no need for them to, give their children out for whether it's domestic work, or promise that they will get them job outside the country and all that it is all false. It is not true. That no matter how little they have, no matter how poor they feel they are, they should be able to cater for their children. Just give them the basic things. There's a basic primary education. Your children can go to school. We're leveraging government free primary education. They don't need to go to universities. Not everybody that must go to university. They can learn skills and be able to, get money, train the other younger ones, even to university level, So we don't need to allow ourselves to be used continuously by the haves. It's not proper. That is actually why our event here is very, very important to me, as a child advocate as well, and as a human rights, advocate. It is very important. I don't like abuse of any form. So that is why we came here as Mama Center, to support what our fellow civil society groups, to actually talk to these people in this community, sensitize them on the need for them to take care of themselves. Let their women get small things that they are doing. My presentation, I talked about women empowerment. Okay, let every woman have, even if it is pot frying it, to save the life of those children that you gave life. Okay, so that is what is important to us. That is why we came here. And then I also love that we are giving them free medical outreach. The people that have malaria, typhoid, eye problem, there's even HIV screening, provided by Mama Center, that we are also running here. So I just love what we are doing here today. It's wonderful. How I wish every Saturday would be like this. To do good. It's yet another opportunity to do good.
Human trafficking is an heinous crime, and it's clandestine in nature. For human trafficking to take place, they must come to your community, recruit your children, transport them, transfer them. Other people will receive them and harbor them. What they use force, coercion, deceit, debt bondage, voodoo. And what do they want to achieve at the end of the day? Exploitation. And this time around, they have different types of exploitation. You have labor exploitation, you have sexual exploitation, and let me tell you, on the surface, on the peripheral, those two are good. Then you even have organ harvesting exploitation. If they take a child from your community now, promising you the child will be in school, or the child will get a very good job, when they take the child away, the child will not get those things, especially female children. I'm not saying the male children are not vulnerable, but especially female children. Once they take those female children, in a day, the female child will be sleeping with 20 to 25 men and be making money for someone, one madam seated somewhere. Will any one of you want any child in this community that to happen to the child? No. Everywhere in the world, it's a global issue. Now, when those people come, there are ways then you can always tell them no, no matter the tactics they bring to you. If they tell you they want to sponsor your children abroad, they want to get them good job, you verify those jobs. And you know where the issue is getting worse now? Because of this gadget we are all using. It's now globalized. So there are more people that they cash online. They'll just keep fake adverts there. Once you click and you fall for them, you become their prey.
We are all here to collaborate with you to see that victims of human trafficking, victims like children, are not are provided with the proper health, are provided with the proper support needed. So another thing is communities play a vital role in survivors' healing and reintegration. Teachers, religious leaders, traditional rulers, youth leaders all have responsibility to create a safe and supportive environment. We can support survivors by rejecting stigma and discrimination. As I said, protect the person, protect the child. Find organizations that you can work with. Welcome survivors back into community. If they've gone through rehabilitation, they've gone through whatever, but when you not accept them back into your community, but accept them to make case so that they'll be able to heal, they'll be able to grow and make a better living for themselves. Reporting suspected cases of trafficking and exploitation. As a community in Kabusa, if you see something, say something, think about it, say something, help that individual. Helping that person, you might help your own children from meeting such an issue. Encourage survivors to seek help. Don't cover up for the person. Speak up. Help the person to receive treatment and help their journey. A supportive community reduces the risk of trafficking and helps survivors rebuild their lives with confidence. Putting survivors first is not only the responsibility of the government, it's not only the responsibility of NGOs, it's our responsibility to see that everybody is protected in our society. We give them hope, we give them dignity and opportunity to thrive. As we live here today, let's remember that people may not remember every word we say, but a survivor will always remember how we treated them. So it's important that as a community, we should gather together and do what is right for each and every survivor.
Focus on drug abuse in communities as a whole. So, first of all, what is a drug? A drug is any substance that when you take into the body, it alters the normal function of the human body. Then there is drug abuse. What is drug abuse? Drug abuse is when you misuse that drug. Drug abuse is the intake of drugs that's not prescribed by a doctor or respected medical personnel. So yes, we have a community. This is a community. What is a community? A community is a group of people, that's all of you, that share similar beliefs, cultures, values, and respect and love each other. Then there's what we call a resilient community. A resilient community is one that can stand very bad effects and adventures, adverse effects, and all of that. Being together. Drug abuse is not something that they just do. It can be caused by peer pressure. Maybe they have a friend that takes drugs and they're like, let me just try it. Let me just see how this thing tastes like. Let me just see what it's about. And they just go into it. Some of them don't even go into it because they know what it is. Some of them go into it because some of them are even like devoid of what this drug is all about. They just try. There are different types of hard drugs. We have the marijuana, we have cocaine, we have the Indian hemp. There are a lot. So please, I want you all, your friends, neighbors, mothers, fathers, to be a guide to these children. Always teach them, educate them on the right path. Tell them to always say no to drug abuse. They should not be scared. They should not be scared that anybody will report them. And those that have already started taking these drugs, it's not a problem. them, they can still stop. There is still time. The time is now. Change begins with me. Change begins with you. So please, when we see these children taking drugs, we should tell them to stop. That these drugs, see, sadly, these drugs will lead to death. You see some of them dropping out from schools, a lot of them going to the university. Our parents are home and they are in school. You don't know what these kids are doing. Some of them tell you they are in school, they are in third year, fourth year, and they've already dropped out because of these drugs. So I want us to show interest. This interest, we should really look into what these children are doing. Don't misguide them. Don't say, this one is Mrs. Yusuf Pikino. Don't be my Pikino, so nothing concerns me. It concerns you. Everybody's child should affect you. Your neighbor's child should be your concern, because the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. These children here are the leaders of tomorrow, and so without them, the future has no hold, has no stance. So yes, what am I saying? Let's say no to drug abuse and yes to a better life.
We are a foundation that will preach against drug abuse and cultism in our youth. And then we say no to drug abuse and yes to life. And say no to foundation. Actually, we go to schools to campaign and preach to them the hazards of drug abuse and cultism. We support them with books, we support them with materials, support them. We see the vulnerable in school. So, Abuja alone, we have got to 25 schools in FCT. It's our yearly program. We do that. Outside the program for the youth, which is a campaign against drug abuse and cultism, we also humanitarian services. We go to widows, we take care of the widows, we take care of the orphans, we go to the hospital, the cases. So I'm also into humanitarians. I'm also having tours. Tours is where on holidays we camp children and take them for youth camp and training and all that. So our Adorable Foundation International is all over the world. That's in Abuja, we have in Lagos, we have in the East, we have outside Nigeria, and then we've been on this for over almost 2 decades now.
Other programs featured at the event were free medical treatment, provisions of medical eyeglasses, drugs, fund and gift, which were provided for the community people by the organizer and partners.
On behalf of Asakada, of Societal Awareness Campaign Against Drug Abuse and Cultism under AFI, Adorable Foundation International, we want to present this to you, sir, for your support and encouragement.
Nigerians were admonished to report a suspicious child trafficking to relevant authorities like National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking Persons for immediate actions and rescue. Augustus Oshe Ifene, Delegate TV, Abuja.